There's... Okay, are we good now? Well, wow. I thought I was kind of invulnerable here, but... Wait, what? Oh, never mind, sorry. That's going on in the background. I was like, why in the world am I hearing a... What? Panda? She's alive? Wait, you're alive? Well, I'm not, but you are. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, you're not the real Panda. Odd Panda would never say yo. It's an imposter, guys. It's not the actual... I don't think this is the... Hold on, I actually can check. Give me a sec, I think I can actually check this. I don't think this is Odd Panda. Yeah, guys, the date is literally... It says it was created literally today. Unless this is a new... Unless she deleted her old account or something like that, then I think this is someone pretending to be Panda. Because Panda's account, at least her old one, was from... it's a good few years old. New Google account. You don't type like Panda. I think this is a little suspicious, to be honest. So, if this is Panda, then... If this is Panda, then... Wait, why were you gone the whole week? Or at least for a good few days. To be honest, I thought something I said actually just got you to leave, to be honest. Make a Panda post, you have permission from me at the top. You're not even a mod. But to be honest, I'm not entirely sold this is the actual Panda. Chimera pretending to be another chatter. I could see it being Chimera trying to do that. I could see Chimera trying to do that. This does feel like someone's alt. It doesn't... The way that Panda is typing is not like Panda. Like, I could believe this being, like, she lost her old account or something like that, but just say my laptop blew up. Okay. That's a little bit weird, but... Alright. But you don't type like Panda, that's the thing. Like, I could believe the laptop blowing up thing, but it's hard to believe that you're Panda when you don't type like Panda. Panda has a certain way she types, and you're not typing like it. Wait, I can climb this up? I didn't realize you could climb this sort of like curved area. Well, not to an extent. You were all worried for nothing. Well, Solo, I don't know if this is the actual Panda. It's possible Panda isn't used to the keyboard touchscreen. I guess that's true. I guess that is true. That is a possibility, I suppose. There's a different system that checks out. Yeah, maybe that is. Maybe that is the case. A scale of 1 to 10? That might be a little too on the nose. And tell you a story for the past week. I guess that is something that the actual Panda would say. She did have some stories. Which my senses all the time because I'm on the phone. I guess that's possible, yeah. Well, you know what? If she has a really wacky story, then it probably is Panda. It probably is the real Panda, if that's the case. Trying to get Hyrule Shields. Hyrule Shield year early. Then add something NSFW. Well, I don't know if I want to encourage her to do that, but I don't know if I want to encourage her to do something that we normally don't want her to do. Skeptic. Yeah, I am indeed a skeptic. Let's get out the electric sword. The Catherine blade. Never mind. Can't even do that. You get the Hyrule shield here? It's somewhere in this castle. If I don't die 100 times before then. I've never actually beaten FE6 on hard mode before. Really? I find that hard to believe. I mean, aren't you the Saul fan? You are the Saul fan. You are the Saul fan. This is gonna be rough on my arms. Oh, it is. It is, believe me. You can do all your food. I probably went to Hey, Inkling. Supposedly, Panda's back, but I'm not sure if I believe it. Still unbreakable? The what? What's unbreakable? Nothing in this game is unbreakable. Don't you know that? Touch Ember was okay. I wanted to play normal FE6. It's somewhat difficult on normal. Yeah, it's true. It's not extremely difficult, but it's a little bit difficult. What's up here? I haven't been here before, have I? Like, I'm surprised you of all people haven't played on hard mode. Touch Ember, you might think is okay because you never played the original all the way through, but if you do, then you probably won't like it that much. It could be Proctor. I could see Proctor try to do that, but I don't know. I don't know. Because was losing to Awakening. But she does know some oddly specific things about Fire Emblem. She knows some oddly... That's the thing about Proctor. She mostly doesn't know Fire Emblem, but she knows like some oddly... She knows like a few odd things about it. She knows like some really weird, obscure things. It's a woman take, at least. I guess it's true, but... Favorite Three Houses character, yeah. Said it. I mean, that is true, yeah. That is her favorite character. I can't buy it. Could have gotten lucky. Could have gotten lucky. You know what? Let me throw this out. I think this one's nearly broken anyway. I also prefer the normal Thunderblade anyway. Oh. Panda, how would you describe Moss? Mosley, how would you describe him? Oh, nice arrows. Royal bow, I will take that. Is there a shrine somewhere around here? I'm fairly sure there is. Little bro. Huh. That kind of, this does sound like her. A little fact checking her. Hey, I think that okay, maybe not anymore, but I thought that she may have been an imposter. You would have 30 less deaths if we had Rally Wife. You're actually right, though. You're actually right. I'm not gonna lie, it has been a lot more dull around here without you around. I cannot lie. Doesn't hurt to double check. Hey man, I got trust issues. I got trust issues. You having fun yet? Well, I'm playing Breath of the Wild, so, no. Is Devin Soul Honey? Because he's saying, am I having fun? My blind bow is also a neat like item, so I turn off the sound on my emulator and what happened? You'll have trust issues to come here and impersonate the belt. Yeah, I guess that is a fair point. I completely forgot about that, but yeah, you're right. He did. But yeah, I'm actually more sold that Panda is the real Panda because she's going on about random stories. So this has to be Panda. Was he the belt? Yeah, he was the one LARPing as the belt. But I think Bruce was also in on it. Yeah, they both trolled him. So this is the dining room. I was multitasking, let's just say that. How does your computer blow up from that? How does your laptop blow up from that? I think they can multitask, so they actually can't. It's definitely a woman. Well, I mean, we established that Panda's a woman a long time ago. We established that a long time ago. We're just trying to establish the real Panda. I think linear Zelda is the past and open world is the future. Not everything needs to be open world. Yeah, I think that's kind of a hot take to say that everything needs to be open world, because I don't really... I assume a blue screen or... Yeah, it's possible. Playing FE6 on phone? Okay. You know, for once I think Panda is leaving out the details that... And I'm actually not getting them. Like, I'm not able to fill in the blanks for once. Oh yeah, I found a mod that replaces Ash with Sothis. Should use that next 3 houses run. It probably would help, actually. Open world equals game padding. Yeah, mostly. There's very few open world games that I found where they actually... Where it actually feels like a genuine open world. And not just putting additional padding on the game. Trust no one. It's all in chat. Available now on YouTube. True. Never beat FE6 hard mode, but I beat the Donut patch. The Donut patch is probably harder. The Donut patch is genuinely harder. I can say with certainty, it is actually a lot harder than hard mode. Because your guys have worse stats in that game. They just have plain up worse stats. Now, yeah, there are a few instances of characters actually being far better than anything in FE6, but finale stream, no. I don't know when the finale is, but it's not today. I don't even know where I'm going, it doesn't matter. Old Sonic games, skateboard games, for getting tricks. Does the Donut patch remove UI? What it does is remove your old units. are you slipping on? Go on. This potential of being good at a game. I mean, it was open. The problem was, there wasn't really anything in it. The reason we're beating it is to unlock hard mode. Yeah, sure. Shadow Dragon FE6. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know it is. I know. Trust no. It's kind of the exact opposite of what Fire was about. Yeah, kind of. Where was the con limit? That's funny. It's way down the bottom floor. Yeah, how am I gonna reach that? How am I gonna reach that? Well, to find it. Yeah, this is Panda. This is definitely Panda. There's no way that's not Panda. That is a very Panda thing to say. If you beat this game in under half an hour, you can play as Luigi. Dang. Now I'm sold. Now I gotta beat this game. It always is. Well, look, I mean, Kamiru's not above doing weird things. And trolling. Average Panda moment. Yeah, it's definitely a Panda moment, that's for sure. It is absolutely a Panda moment. Was it Nina PFP? Yeah, she's changed her PFP. If you could describe me in one word, what would it be? You know, it is kind of weird though. She's less chaotic than you. That is the one thing that's a bit off. There's a rail leads inside a prison cellar. Try to find a cut somewhere. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Oh, he's gonna try to shoot me with his bomb arrow. Only I'm allowed to do that. Wait. So you say you find older people attractive? How, is your blind boy older than you or something? What? That's a good slur for Chie. Finally reached Yukiko. Maybe I can say it for a day later. Only problem is I don't have any ice-related social. How are you on to be so struggling this much? You mean him or me? Hard to describe in one word. Well, yeah, he's much more than one word. He's two. He's the same age. Oh, okay. That's like, you do often seem to say that old people are a lot more attractive or something like that. So I was like, maybe he's older than you? But I kind of did figure that he'd be the same age. Let's get rid of the Guardian Spear. I know that probably doesn't sound like a good idea, but I'm gonna get rid of it. You know what? Actually, you know what? Screw this. I don't like these. I don't like Moblin clubs, or any clubs for that matter. Just great Frostblade. I like that. What's down here? The library? I don't think I've been here before. Charging zeros again. Drops a club. Well, okay, this club type weapon freezes things, so it's different. It's better. Wait, I thought that thing was gonna obscure his vision. Never mind, I guess it didn't. I thought the thing was gonna block off the arrow, but I guess not. I was trying to hide behind that object, but I guess just got shot. He's not that old for his race. It's a lot of... It's some mental gymnastics I've ever heard of them. He's not actually that old. He's just... Whoa. Young for his species is a wild statement. But we know it's obviously just panda being panda. You wanna get to you wanna get 600 rupees? Oh jeez. He just got ice arrows. Because he doesn't want to do the push-ups. No, I killed him. I made him do so many push-ups he died. Is it not true though? What do you mean? What's not true? I mean, I'm not the one that wants to... I'm not the one that's making excuses to bang Zelda, so I don't know. We don't exactly know how old Seth is compared to the other lizard Aryans. Yes. That's one way to put it. I like how this Hyrule Castle actually feels like a castle and not just like a dungeon, you know? Is that just me or maybe it's just me, but I like that personally. I think that's actually kind of cool. It's got like all these rooms and stuff to it that actually feel like a place where someone would live. I love them all. Oh, we got a boomerang. Where is it? Oh, it's way up there, huh? Should upgrade our armor before this. I don't know if it's really gonna make much of a difference. Odd Panda's here. Yeah, she is. At first I thought she was fake, but I don't know. This sounds like Odd Panda to me. She also said that old people are hot, so yeah, it's different from Odd Panda. Yeah, Mosley. Mosley in the stream. Now we just need Chimera to come back. Do you remember me? Yeah, I do. You asked that last time. I mean, I know I'm kind of old, but I'm not that old. Jeez. And by old, I don't even mean like a grandpa. I just mean I'm older than most people here. Been watching videos lately. Don't do that dumb tongue flip. What are you? What are you, a white woman? He just got frozen in midair. That's kind of funny. Don't call Groose, he'll call you a homo. In Wind Waker, you can just pick these guys up and kill them. But I suppose that works. Where are we headed? I'm honestly not sure. But yeah, Panda, your little brother is here, or whatever you called him. I don't remember. That's not what I want. No, I will. Okay, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna use it as a shield, but I guess this isn't Tears of the Kingdom. I can't use that thing as a shield. This Link sucks. He's the weakest Link in all Zelda. He just sucks. He's not good. Nah, Part 4 sucks. And nothing will change my mind on that. Part 4 hater? How is that an L? Why do people like the most boring part of JoJo's? It's literally a freaking slice of life without anything actually being likable about it. It's literally a slice of life. That's literally what it is. It's boring. And the characters aren't likable. The characters are not likable at all. There's like no likable characters in Part 4. Like genuinely no one. Oh, what's over here? King's Study. Oh, okay. As the memes, not Part 4. Royal Guard Shield? Yeah. I'll take that. Isn't there supposed to be something else here? Yeah, he's pretty good. It's just a shame. I love it when I protect it. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do love it when you're redacted. What's this? What's down here? Is this... Wait, is this where we're looking? What did Panda mean by this? I'm not sure if you want to... I guess it was Part 4, I think. I think it was. My cat is being retarded? That's just normal. Kaiser and Liar? What are you, Donlot? Are you Donlot? Is this what you were talking about? Maruki might be the fruitiest looking character I've ever seen in a Persona game. Besides, I'm glad Panda didn't stop watching. I'm genuinely surprised that... I'm kind of relieved that my comment was not the range you left. I'm kind of glad that was not the case. Yeah, she's in the smiley face. This is definitely Panda. There's a shrine in the final dungeon? Is there? Maybe there is. Yeah, what Billy do you think we were talking about? Teddy is the freest Persona character. Yeah, but I would say Maruki's pretty up there, I'd say. Mowgli? Mowgli. His name is now Mowgli. I have the big torch? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why sec. How am I gonna light that up? I don't have any... I guess I could use fire arrows. I do have those. Has chat been suffering? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Huh? What? Oh, it's a shrine? It's a shrine! I bet you guys miss doing these, huh? Now, where did that actually go? Oh, it's right there. Okay. They stole my identity, yeah. Yeah. Panda, you missed the arc of Belt getting impersonated by Chimera and Groose. It's a shrine on a Sultan stream, yeah. Run and hide. Hear about the fact about Lucas and Echoes for no reason? Sure, why not? Yeah, this is definitely Panda. This is 100% Panda. There's no way it's not. Major test of strength. Oh, okay. Alright then. Alright then. You know what? I need some I need some strength. Blessing? 40 more push-ups incoming. No. You think it was someone impersonating her? I did, actually. I did. Because, you know why? Because I checked the account, and it was made literally today. So I was like, this is kind of suspicious. Why would it not be? Why would she be using a different account? Well, then she explained that her computer blew up or something like that. I'm still not really too sure about that, but, you know, so far, it does actually seem like Panda. I can make pregnant man change race, so now he's a pregnant black man. I'm sure it'll help. I'm sure it'll help Gru sleep at night. That the pregnant man is actually black. Okay, but how am I gonna warp out of here? Oh, I've seen that. Oh, so you're a simp for that, huh? I saw that clip. I'm like, why is everyone losing their marbles over this? It's like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a straight guy. I'm just like, okay. I mean, he sounds alright, but like, I don't really see the appeal here. One orb away from more stamina. I am. I guess I am. So yeah, I've seen it. I'm just like, I don't. He just read out the recipe. That's literally it. That's literally it. But like every woman in gay is like, oh my god, it's so attractive. I'm like, okay, like. What I don't get what's so special about it. I don't know. When you ask the other women what they think about that, more stamina? Yes, more stamina. Better be Panda because I enjoyed talking to him. Wait, what? I'm like 99.9% certain it's Panda now. Yeah, no, Panda, you actually have a pretty strong impact on chat because chat has been really dead since we thought you left. Like, it really has kind of just died. Surprisingly. I just watched it a bit and no wonder Panda likes it. It's just ASMR, yeah. Panda probably would like an ASMR channel. She probably would. Alright, what do we got here? Oh yeah, we need to go cook some stuff, don't we? That's what we need to do. Isn't this Kakariko? Yeah, it is. You've been playing Octopath? Very nice. I wish I was playing Octopath. I wish I was playing Octopath instead of this. If I wasn't here, chat would become a lawless place filled with NSFW. Yeah, because Panda's here. I don't know. She's actually been fairly restrained so far, but maybe just give her a bit of chance. Maybe just give her. Let's give her some time. In ASMR mode is something else. What was the Durian Tower? Oh yeah, there was a Durian Tower, wasn't there? But what I need is some strength amplifiers. You would think the middle-aged guy with a long beard is hot, wouldn't you? You would think that. Does your boyfriend know how much you lust after these old men though? Like, it seems a little concerning, I would say. I mean, I know they're fictional, but I don't know. That doesn't really sound. The other mods don't stay on stream long enough to keep chat active for either good or bad reasons. To respawn every blood moon. Middle-aged criminal. Or see, middle-aged criminal, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna comment further on it, because I'm not sure how far in his story you are. I'm not sure how much of Oswald you've seen so far, Garnet, but none of the other women. Yeah, I haven't seen Maki or Proctor all day. Is this a new Sword and Channel buff? Only one woman in that all time? I guess so. I guess it is. Well, guys, you had your time of womanless chats. Okay. Totally makes the no maidens face during his fight, which is fitting. That's pretty harsh to Oswald, though. Speed chapter 3. Okay, so you know that Oswald's been framed. He's not actually like Oswald isn't actually guilty of what he's been accused of. To be honest, am I the only one that thought that Oswald just kind of got cigaretted? Like, the guy lost everything due to a guy that specializes in fire. Yeah, am I the only one that thought this was like an Harvest reference or something? He does not judge me. I mean, he knows borderline personality. Okay, so he does know. He's just... Oswald and Oswald sound too similar. Oswald Mosley. Oswald Mosley. The crossover you never thought was going to happen. You saw how active chat was when we brought the debate on what good Mario Kart and Mario Kart. True. Alright, so I need to go cook. Where am I going again? Oswald Mosley won. Moss needs to change his username to Oswald Mosley. He did lose everything I want to make him happy. Wait, what? Want to see a trick? Or... Yeah, what are you talking about? Where's the razor shroom? Do we have any? We might not have any. Race tier list? Yeah, based. Buy more arrows? That's not a bad idea, actually. That's not a terrible idea now that I think about it. That's not, it doesn't last very long, but this JoJo stand, I don't really have much of an opinion on this, to be honest. But yeah, I'll go buy some arrows. I will go buy arrows. Wherever they may be. Oh, right there. Well, that's easy.
Hey. Ah. Yeah.
Gun metric? Yes, gun metric. That makes sense.
Ma.
The American standard by the gun metric. Okay, not that. Alright, let's go back to that shrine. We shall return to the shrine in Hyrule Castle. Does Panda own guns now? Did I miss the American Panda arc? I guess you did. I guess you did. Panda abandoned being Asian for being American. You drop a bunch of apples next to an open flame, it'll cook them, and that's actually 10 times more than quicker than actually cooking apples. That's interesting. I don't even have a gun. I mean, I don't either. Okay. Let's go in here. Let's equip our armor. Gunless American. Alright, same belt. Alright. I hope this shrine has water in it. I hope it has water in it. Shouldn't do this anywhere. Anywhere there's a flame, I would imagine. There's no water. This is so sad. I wish there was water here. But we have stronger weapons now. In fact, you know what? Speaking of stronger weapons, let's get our strongest weapons. From Redacted? That's a little sus. It's kind of sus now that I think about it. It's kind of sus if you think about it. Redacted? Yeah, what is redacted? What is being redacted here? I think the build is a little one in chat who thinks he's handsome. Yeah, he's got a lot of confidence. I'll give him that. I will give him that. Oh, we could just use ancient arrows. We could just use the ancient arrow. Would be funny, but no, I'm not gonna do that. All right. But hey, not cool, man. Not cool. How does the build not have a girlfriend? Yeah, I guess he's too good for them. Yeah, he's too good for women. He's too good for them. Impregnating countless women. Yeah, you need to get onto that step. You need to get onto that step, Bill. There we go. You listen for once, I know, right? I was gonna do more push-ups for a sec. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. Odd Panda and Belt best friend arc? Chat's starting to grow, yeah it is. Uh-oh, that's not good. Royal God Shield, you're not gonna break this. I was trying to jump, but that thing moves way too fast. Grow like a tumor? Oh nice, we got him. Ah, there we go. Can I be blunt about something Fire Emblem 6 and Blind Boy being needy from 40 minutes ago? Sure, go ahead. What's this? Ancient Battle Axe. Alright, let's go. GG's, and you thought I wasn't gonna be able to do it. You thought, oh, I was gonna have to die again. Deathless, yeah. I can't do Ganon's Castle, but I can do this. I'm gonna leave this here. I don't need it. Oh, is this plus plus? No, it's not. Yeah, it's just the same. Okay. I already have it, and it's not even that good of a weapon. Already have it. You guys said I wasn't gonna be able to do it. Reezy was doubting me. Well, perhaps he's learned to not doubt me. That flame blade could be useful. It could be. It could indeed be useful. Alright, let's go put... You know what? I don't need the stupid Guardian Spear. It kinda sucks. It kinda sucks. Another combat shrine defeated. Surprised to be sure, but a welcome one. Hey, Garuki. Also, someone's back in an action. Someone you probably don't think is here. Curious about what Panda's on about. Well, I guess you got spoiled. What is she talking about? Now I can get a stamina. Panda's alive. Yeah, she is. She just has another account. Should pay us to kill Link? Why would I pay you guys to go kill myself? That doesn't make any sense. Why would I want that? Why would I want to lose money every time I die? lovely. You get money, and the viewers get punished. Wait, what? So, oh, sorry. You should let us pay to kill. I read that as you should pay us when you should pay us for killing Link. That's how I read it. I didn't read it as, like, people are gonna pay me to kill Link. I don't even know why you do that, because, like, it's not even worth it. So, I misread that, in other words. I misread it. Imagine eating raw meat. Imagine eating raw meat. He's just hardcore like that. Well, you gotta do 50 now. I didn't even realize there's a range of that. Why do these guys have elemental arrows? Like, who's giving all these stupid Lizalfos? Who's giving these dumb Lizalfos all these elemental arrows? Last message? What? Where was your message? I don't even... your last message was... like 5 minutes ago. Can I be blunt about something? Unless it got censored. Maybe it got censored. Yeah, you never explained what actually happened. Whoa. I don't like this guy over here. Yeah, Panda, you never actually explained what you're gonna do. Well, you said what you were gonna do, but you never actually explained. You're probably just saying, you want to hear about the story, and then never actually said the story. Killed his cat. Yeah, black on black violence! The joke people where a guy plays a video game while having fun with a girl, is that but in reverse. That kind of is. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird about your relationship. I was like, you're the woman, yet you're the one making the FE hack in the relationship. That's kind of weird. Well, you know it's Panda because she made a sus comment. You know it's Panda because no one else would make that comment. Wanted her to answer why exactly? What the heck, Belt? Are you suddenly being run by Oof? Oof is the only person I know that actually says that. I can't complain. For all I asked for. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. They dropped shock arrows. That's nice, I suppose. That is nice. I cannot deny that. He's blind. What tech can he use? I mean... I guess fair point. I guess. Well, I thought this I was gonna get the highlighted shield, but I guess not. Someone's waiting on the other side of this. Yeah, we kinda could use less of the details, honestly. Where is that fool? I mean, I guess you weren't joking about being blunt, but then again, you did always have the tendency to be blunt anyway, so. I guess she did say she was gonna be blunt. I guess maybe next time, just remember whenever she says she's gonna be blunt, she's very blunt. Very. The archer? It's that. Yeah, because he has shock arrows. Those archers, man, they hit different. They literally hit different. It livens up chat. I mean, I guess it does. I cannot deny that. Chat has been kind of dead without her. More ancient. Oh no, those are ice arrows. Okay, never mind. I didn't realize those could be in pots. No reminders that some of us are lonely. Yeah, they do seem to rub that in at times. I won't lie. Chaos is the leading factor in a lively chat. I mean, you're not entirely wrong. You're not entirely wrong. Ned Kamir isn't here. Yeah, he's not. He hasn't been here in a while. Going on a trip next month, so I'm not lonely. They love rubbing that in? I couldn't possibly tell. Yeah, they do. Identity Thief Camaro, I beseech you. Where have you gone? So if you ever see the belt show up, then you know where he is. I just want to say that live chat can be ready after stream ends. Yeah, you probably should know that. We can get more SFW facts. Yeah, I like Odd Panda SFW facts, but like the actually SFW facts, the ones that aren't just like mildly censored. I just like the ones that are just SFW to begin with. Consistently get 100+ views. Yeah, they kind of do. Yeah, that is true. So someone's out here watching the balls. I don't know who, but someone's watching them. Someone's watching them. The last breath of the last stream towards the end. Most of the time, there's just not going on here. Yeah, well, I think that's gonna change soon. I think that's gonna change soon. Unless Panda just decides to ditch us. One of my favorite people to talk to in chat. I feel like the feeling's probably mutual between you two. I would imagine. Chaos is in my soul. Peace and good health was never really a thing in my life. Well, I guess it's just how you are. I guess it's just how you are. Until now? Wait, why now all of a sudden? So we noticed. I feel like I'm just running in circles. I don't really feel like I'm making any discoveries. You guys thought you were gonna get your Ganon fight, but in reality you're just gonna get you walking around aimlessly. for a few hours. And dying to moblins. His wife maxing for Valentine's? You know, I could believe that. As for the rest of us, we're gonna be nothing maxing on Valentine's Day. Well, the rest of us, except for Panda. Maybe Camaro did elope. Yeah, maybe he just ran off with his girlfriend. Maybe he did. You're working on Valentine's Day anyway. I mean, same here, dude. In a store where everyone's gonna be buying Valentine's Day stuff. And Bruce just... Did Camaro and Bruce elope? Because no one has seen them. Yeah, that's what they don't want you to know. They did elope, just not. Just with each other. Just gonna wait a couple of years. I mean, I tried that, Moss, and I'm 25. Yeah, that's clearly it, though. It's clearly it, obviously. The thing gonna shoot me. Oh. It kind of is. That does kind of sound gay, not gonna lie. When's the wedding? Same, Mario, same. Well, I suppose good to know at our core that it's gonna be like that for most of us. Never thought you were gonna fall to your death. Or, you thought I was gonna fall to your death. Fall to my death, not your death. That doesn't make sense. You can't fall to your death. Just keep climbing, I guess. When faced with a castle, just keep climbing it. You thought, but you were wrong. Oh crap! And then we can go in here. Right? I think? Something? What is in here? A chest. What might this carry? Bomb arrows, thank you. Safety is an illusion. Justice is an illusion. Safety is an illusion. one heart from that laser beam. I mean, Moss, you could have at least verified that. Right? With a voice or something. You could have at least done that. Why are we in the courtyard? I don't know. I keep getting these one heart things. Hey, Cross. In the wild? A wild wife appeared? Nope. Not doing that. Not doing it. How did it not die there? It's called memes. That's how. You know what? Let you die, then you live. Your guardian weapons do extra damage, but I don't have a guardian bow though. I don't have a way of hitting the eye. Not reliably, anyway. Besides arrows. Well, I guess there's ancient arrows, but I don't want to save those. Maybe he'll get in with 3 hearts? Maybe. Maybe we are. Maybe. Dang it! I was so close! Maybe for Valentine's Day I'll critique the Takamaka video. Yeah, you should. Just hit the base. But it doesn't seem to connect though, does it? Does it? I don't know. It's a Persona 5 character. Persona character. Playing. Do that much damage. Where's Solo? I don't know if he's here right now. I didn't even see that. What comment? No one is innocent. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I never did anything wrong. Except make people do push-ups. And not get one shot. Oh my god, what? Phantasmanian Devil? I have no idea. What? Hey! I see her, yeah, she has a new account. What? Where was they even attacking me from? Where did that even hit me from? I hate these lasers so much, man. They're so stupid. What homo decided, let's put in these stupid laser enemies? What a great idea. It totally fits Zelda entirely to have these weird laser robots here. Like, people complain about those robot things in Three Houses. Why is no one complaining about this in Zelda? They're far worse in Zelda, if anything. They have no right being in this game. And this stupid thing is back to life. Who wrote the script? Yeah, true. Those hovering above. Oh, those are the worst. You can't just go run up to them and slash them. Honestly, I'm having about as much fun with this game as stuff 3 houses. I'm running out of pages. I guess today the robots have no rights. Good. They don't deserve it. Good shield the lasers. Yeah. I feel like perfect timing. We're in at the time. Well, that's kind of gay. There aren't any giant robots in Death Ring. In Death Ring. In Elden Ring. Good riddance. They don't. Built a manor in a volcano. The virgins don't count. That's probably what Panda and Camaro think, too. We just exterminate us and be done. You can never do that. Like, I don't even know where Ganon is, and mind you, even when I do find him, I probably won't be able to kill him for several attempts. Built a manor in the volcano to be closer to a cup. Don't say what? Speedrun this game? I should uninstall this game and never play it again. That's what I should do. Yeah, the Prince guy is pretty annoying. Is that a blood moon? Oh, good god. Is it? Can't tell. Where is the moon anyway? Can't even see it. I generally can't tell. There's a lot of red on the screen right now. Why do you play this again? Because Bruce wants me to, I guess. You know what? Whenever Bruce shows up again, I'm gonna say, I will finish this game if you go back to streaming it, bring back the Beyond series. That's the other way. Because this just is not. I'm just not enjoying this. Like, it's ironic that you'll always like, well, it looks like you're not enjoying this game, so you should just quit for your mental health. When it'll actually be something I enjoyed. I just had like a bad time for like 10 minutes. Well, then I'm actually not looking forward to playing this game. Like, I generally was actually just considering just not streaming today because I just didn't want to play this game. I just didn't. I just did not want to play it. Because I knew this was just gonna be this crap like the entire stream. I knew I was just getting freaking one shot by random crap, not actually get to the boss, and Yeah, I just wasn't gonna have fun with it. Can we do a Rev before Three Houses? Yeah, we'll do Rev 2 after after I beat FP6 or die. Which is more likely I beat it because I've really soured on this game. Maybe that's the point of the series, is just to make people hate the game. We won't even be back here until Saturday. What exactly would it be enjoying? Yeah, I don't really like to cancel a series, but like, this sucks. This sucks. I generally do not have fun. Like, I was having fun with it earlier, but I'm not anymore. It's just not fun. That's not, you see that? That's not fun. That's not a fun game. Getting one shot because you just barely weren't able to run out of range is stupid and just bad game design. I'm sure Camaro and Bruce are gonna like make fun of me for years after this, but like, I'm just not enjoying it. I'm not having fun with this, and honestly, even Chad's starting to not have fun with this. I mean, like at this point, like what is this? Seriously, what is this? Like, this is just nonsense. Breath of the Wild 2025, a retrospect to a so-called Game of the Year. Should we call it quits? I think we should. Like, I'm not having any fun with this. I'm not gonna get anywhere. Is it attempting to fight Ganon? I'm attempting to quit this game and never play it again, is what I'm attempting to do. Because I'm just dying in the dumbest ways possible when I'm actually trying to make some progress, and it's just stupid. If the lasers were actually somewhat easy to dodge, I wouldn't mind it so much, but like, you gotta fight tooth and nail to just barely dodge it. You should have been grabbed more hearts, but no, you want to make things suffer, huh? Okay, for those of you who are saying I need to grab more hearts, have you ever played this game? Every little hit you take is like 2,000 hearts of damage. Like, no. Grabbing a few more hearts. If this was a normal Zelda game, if this weren't trying to be quirky and cool and hip, it would actually make a lot of a difference, but in the Wilds games, having like 10 hearts actually means you have like 3. Maybe not even that much. You maybe can take one hit and not die. I genuinely, I cannot say enough how much I hate the damage scaling in this game. And Tears of the Kingdom. I cannot emphasize how much I hate it. I think it's terrible. I never wanted to come back. You're gonna attempt to fight with level 1 gear. I know, but the amount of work you have to do just to get to level 2 is ridiculous. Okay, you know what? Can I upgrade my gear anyway? We need more defense, or we're gonna need like Daruk shield. And that I can only use like once every 10 minutes anyway. Oh sure, I can deflect the laser for a split millisecond that I can actually hit. See, this is why I hate this game. Because you either need to have like 8 bajillion levels of armor, or you need to have perfect reflexes. You need to play like this is a Dark Souls game or something, which, again, I'm not trying to play a Dark Souls game. I'm trying to play a Zelda game. Like, if I wanted to play a Dark Souls game, I'd play a Dark Souls game. So I'm trying to make Zelda into something it's not. There's a lot of resources that can boost your the chances. Or what, like a bunch of rupees and weird materials that I never know where to find? Like I said, my problem with Breath of the Wild is fundamental. If Breath of the Wild, if you were to fix Breath of the Wild to my liking, it would not be Breath of the Wild. It'd be Ocarina of Time or something. I know some people like this sort of style of game. I hate it. I never want another Zelda game like it. I don't even think we should have had one Zelda game like that. How do you feel about Skyward Sword? I love Skyward Sword. It's the best game in the series. I don't know why this is the game that came after Skyward Sword. They had like perfect. They had it perfect with Skyward Sword, and then they just made the worst game in the series. Like, I'm not a big fan of Link to the Past, but I would still rather play Link to the Past, because it at least feels like a Zelda game. It at least feels like a Zelda game. Now, yeah, I don't like how your shield doesn't really work, or your sword kind of bounces off enemies. I don't really like that, but there's definitely things I would definitely rather play Link to the Past over that. I'd rather play it like 5 times in a row over play this once. Literally, what Nintendo thinks about open world Souls, like, yeah, you need to be able to skip the cooking animation. So you tell me that I have Breath of the Wild to thank yet again for giving me this listen. Maybe so, maybe you do, and maybe you like that. But the thing is, I think I maybe wouldn't mind it so much if I were actually playing one of those games, because I wouldn't be expecting a Zelda game. I think maybe my point is that I'm expecting a Zelda game and I'm getting something that's not a Zelda game. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? I want a Zelda game, and what I'm getting here is not a Zelda game. Link Between Worlds was actually very fun. I liked it quite a bit. I would definitely stream it at some point. It feels a lot better in Skyward Sword. Everything feels a lot better in Skyward Sword. Like, everything feels so much better in Skyward Sword, because it actually feels like a Zelda game. It genuinely feels like a Zelda game. It doesn't feel like whatever this is. It doesn't feel like that. It is not essentially a Zelda game, but it was a project that separates us from other Zelda games. I think Tears of the Kingdom is a little bit better, but it's still something else. Like booting up a 2D Mario game and getting Call of Duty. Yeah, it's with the Mario label slapped onto it. And I don't frankly understand why people say it's like the best Zelda game, because if this is the best Zelda game to you, then I think you're not looking for a Zelda game, you're looking for something else. It's just an open world Dark Souls wannabe that has a Zelda coat of paint. Yeah, and it's like, I think if I were just going into a new game entirely blind, not expecting a Zelda game, then yeah, I might actually like it to some extent. I think that's part of it. It's like, if I were to play Elden Ring, I would at least expect something that's not a Zelda game. I would expect something that I haven't played before. I would expect something I would expect something very hard, but I would also just expect a completely different game. I wouldn't really know what to expect exactly, if that makes sense. But when I boot up Breath of the Wild, I'm expecting a Zelda game. Still in the castle? Yeah. And probably never going to play this game again. Is worse Skyrim? It really is. I actually enjoy Skyrim to some extent. How many deaths? We're ending the death count. I'm just not going to play this anymore. I'm just not having fun with it. And I don't think Chad is anymore. Oh yeah, and Panda's actually alive. She's alive. I don't know if Panda's still here, but we hate this game now. I red pilled chat on Breath of the Wild. Like, I'm making no progress at all, and I'm just dying left and right. And I'm not having fun with it. You want to hear about 2 not Fire Emblem games after you beat Rev 2? Sure, why not? What I might do, because I don't think I'm going to continue this series. I know Skill Shoot the Castle is the best part of all. I do kind of like the castle, but not the stupid lasers that's firing everywhere. And yeah, Camaro, I know you're going to make fun of me for like an entire year after this, but you know what? I'm just not enjoying this. I'm not. Like, it's not fun. Yeah, I'm not having fun with this game at all. I was when I started the series, I was actually having some fun with it. But I don't feel it. It's just not fun. If you really want to see just how unfun it was, you can just watch like the first part of this VOD, just like up to you joining. I'm just not having a fun time with it. Like, what you missed, I guess, to say, to put into words, and one of the reasons I don't like Breath of the Wild. When I boot up Breath of the Wild, I'm expecting a Zelda game, and I'm not getting that. That's not what I'm getting. I'm getting something completely different. I don't know what Breath of the Wild is, but it's not a Zelda game. It doesn't play like one. It doesn't have the balancing or anything of one. I don't even make fun of you. I like it because it feels like a hardcore infiltration. But I get how you wouldn't like that. I like the concept of it, and I actually think it's my favorite Hyrule Castle in the series. Which I know it sounds weird from a guy that hates Breath of the Wild. But I like how it actually feels like a castle, not just like some dungeon. It's got like a library, it's got a dining hall. I like that. I actually really like its design. What I don't like about it is these stupid laser things that one-shot you. And like I was saying earlier, my rant earlier about the dumb laser things, is why do people complain about the weird techno stuff in Three Houses and say, oh, it's not Fire Emblem? Well then, coincidentally, they actually compliment this sort of stuff. They're like, oh, the Guardians and stuff are cool. No, they're not. They don't belong in Zelda at all. These stupid laser flying robots. Like they have no room in a Zelda game. Hate what these games do to the series. I do too. Because if it was just a standoff game, if it was just a standalone game, if it was just one game that wanted to be quirky, okay, fair enough. But the problem is, Tears of the Kingdom was sort of like it. You know, I will say Echoes of Wisdom was a nice change in the right direction. I don't think it's quite exactly where Zelda needs to be, but I do think it's somewhat more traditional than what we've seen. Breath of the Wild jumped away from Eternal Ocarina, rehashed that Zelda became with Aonuma. But see, I like that. I like those Zelda games. Ocarina to Skyward Sword are what I'm familiar with. Valkyria Chronicles 1 or 4. I've played a lot of 4. I've never beaten the game, but I've gotten pretty far into it. If this game didn't have the Zelda name on it, I wonder what would happen. Yeah, I don't know. I know another game that you really like, Kameru, Link to the Past. I'd be more down to play that, to be honest. Probably not, like, immediately, but I'd be more willing to play that than this, because I just don't have any fun with this. Like, at least Link to the Past does feel like a Zelda game. It's not really one I'm too wild about, but it still does feel like a Zelda game at its core, and I do like that. I personally, if I want to play a Link to the Past, I just play a Link Between Worlds, because I feel like that one kind of addresses most of my issues with the game. Link Between Worlds, I feel like addresses my issues with the game, and so that's why I liked it. Because it's like, hey, what if we had Link to the Past but fix all the problems you had with it? Cool, that sounds great. Now I like this game. 2D Zelda guy, I feel like this game is closer to the spirit of 2D Zelda games. It might be closer in spirit. That's possible. Where's the Dark Nuts? Yeah, what happened to Dark Nuts? Those are like my favorite Zelda enemy, and the Wilds games don't have any of them. They just have these stupid gay lizards that shoot you with shock arrows. And you know what? At least those are Lizalfos. Like, that's actually a traditional Zelda enemy. But what the heck is where are these robots coming from? Bring back the armors. The armors are cool. Oh, are you leaving solo? Since this is over. Yeah. I apologize to those who were expecting like a long stream or something. I guess I was maybe going to do one, but this... Nah, I'm just... I can't. The Stalfos are gone too. Yeah, that's true. All I can say is that I hope that whatever the next big Zelda game is, I hope that the next big Zelda game, like on the Switch 2, or whatever it's called, I do hope that they continue I think they're starting to realize. I mean, the fact that Tears of the Kingdom was slightly more like traditional Zelda, and Echoes of Wisdom has been even more like traditional Zelda, I think they're starting to realize, you know, people are getting kind of tired of the Breath of the Wild thing. I know some people want more of it, but the fact of the matter that Tears of the Kingdom, the most similar game to Breath of the Wild, a lot of Breath of the Wild fans didn't like it. I think goes to show that they're not really appeasing anyone with that. Because they tried to make another Breath of the Wild, and the people that don't really like Breath of the Wild probably didn't really like much of Tears of the Kingdom. And if Breath of the Wild people aren't liking Tears of the Kingdom, then, like, who's winning, you know? It's sort of like how Engage didn't really appeal to either old or new Fire Emblem fans. It's kind of like that. It's like, well, if you're not appealing to anyone, what's the point? This game just doesn't suit you at all. I think you might be right. It just isn't my thing. I think it's all about exploration, coming up with stuff. It's fun to just go around and do stuff. The problem is that the whole game effort went to the world over a structured quest. And you might be right, honestly. I think you might actually have hit the nail on the head, if I'm being honest, Kameru. I think you're right. I think it just isn't my cup of tea. Even then, I don't like the combat of this game. Like, you probably notice. I'm sure some of you, like, not just Kameru, but I think a lot of you notice, there'll be times where I'll just, like, run up to an enemy and just start slashing at it. Because I'm expecting a Zelda game. That's what you would do in Ocarina of Time. That's what you would do in Twilight Princess. This is what you do in Skyward Sword. But that doesn't work in Breath of the Wild. And maybe you could just say, like, oh, well, they're actually making the combat somewhat more fleshed out. Why are you having issues with this? Because that's, like, I'm not trying to play a Dark Souls game. I'm trying to play a Zelda game. And Zelda games are supposed to be, like, even in, like, Link to the Past, like, these really old Zelda games, you would, it's more even simplistic than what I was expecting in 3D Zelda games. You just run up to a guy, whack him several times, and that's pretty much it. I think, if anything, come here, you're gonna hate me saying this, but I think the Zelda game with the most complex combat is probably actually, like, Twilight Princess, with all, like, the hidden skills and stuff like that. And I think that is way better than whatever we got now. I mean, the Flurry Rush is kind of cool, but you know what? You can keep Flurry Rush. We can keep Flurry Rush, maybe. But besides that, I don't really like a lot of the combat of these games. Took one look at Heroes and we should mimic that totally, forgetting how much crap show it is now. See, I guess I want my Zelda games to actually have a plot to them. Breath of the Wild is the Tokyo Mirage Sessions of Zelda, maybe. I like the combat of this game, but it's definitely not Zelda-style combat. Yeah, and it's, I think, again, part of it is just that, if you're, like I said, when I'm playing this game, I want a Fire Emblem, or not a Fire, well, yeah, I guess a Fire Emblem Zelda would be kind of interesting. But what I'm saying is, I want a Zelda game when I play a Zelda game, and Breath of the Wild doesn't feel like a Zelda game. What about Wind Waker Repainted? You know, I'd be down to play Wind Waker after this series. It'll be like a bit of a short series. It'll be a short series, but it'll still be there. I might just do that, actually. I think this game has worse combat than Skyward Sword. It definitely does. See, the thing that Skyward Sword had was just that its combat was behind motion controls. If you could get good controls, then you could get that. You could get that behind you. But Breath of the Wild, you know, they're back to button controls, but they're just such weird mechanics. It would be funny if that Pokemon X Fire Emblem game from interview dropped on April Fools. Wait, there was one? Oh, just Pokemon Conquest. There was a lot you could do. There was claws, bombs, bows, slingshots, the drone, the sword, weird environment gimmicks. Yeah. Like I said, I think it's a genuine shame that Skyward Sword is my favorite Zelda game. I think Skyward Sword is my favorite Zelda game. And which is why it saddens me so much that the next main Zelda game they made was a departure from everything I liked in Skyward Sword. Like, the only thing I think they brought back from Skyward Sword is the stamina meter. That's pretty much it. And even then, I still feel like it's made a bit worse because now it applies to, like, everything. It applies to pretty much everything. And there's not even stamina fruit now. Was the backup plan? Well, yeah, but I did that. Oh, unless you meant that we're gonna... Oh, okay, this is the backup plan. It'd be funny if we were to play the repainted version of Wind Waker or whatever that's finished, but I don't know if that is finished. Aside from maybe Stasis upgrade, that kind of sucks. I will say there was one thing in this series I wanted to do, and that was do the island survival, because that is by far probably the most fun thing in this game, is the island survival. I think the only thing I genuinely had a fun time with when I played this. But yeah. So I apologize to anyone in chat or who's watching the VOD that wanted me to finish the series. I originally planned to do that, but I'm just not having fun with this. I'm not. Like I said earlier, you know, it's kind of ironic that Slim will say like, "Oh well, you know, um, you know, oh it looks like you weren't enjoying that last night, so maybe you shouldn't play this game." When the only time I actually do genuinely feel like I'm suffering from playing a game is actually his request. Like, whenever I play like a Fire game and he's like, "Oh, it looked like you were having a bad time." Maybe for a little bit I was, but like I still enjoy that game. But I'm genuinely just not having fun with this. Hey, Abyssal Dragon. Like, I feel bad because he did pay. Like, I really do. How long we chat here? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I'm not sure, because I guess I won't stream anything else today, but... Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I think it just kind of sucks because 3 hours. I mean, I won't even be here in 3 hours, even if this was a normal stream. You can play Rune Factory 4. I've never played Rune Factory, and I don't really have much interest in it. But yeah, I think what'll probably happen after the series is I'll probably play maybe like Wind Waker. I don't know. You know Abyssal Dragon? Do you know him? I mean, he's been on the Fire Emblem streams. But yeah, yeah, what I was gonna say is, so the next series I'll probably do is gonna be a Wind Waker. Like, the funny thing is, I actually did have fun with the shrines. As much as those were probably torture to you guys, I actually did enjoy them. Even though I sucked at them, but I did enjoy doing the shrines. And Wind Waker, at least, you know, it'll be a short, sweet series. It's not going to be, you know, it's not going to be like 5 months long. It's just going to be, like, you know, maybe like a couple weeks. Go Super Metroid. I'm not really a Metroid kind of guy. I'm not, like, Metroid's never really interested me. Isn't it wild that Aggie actually played Advance Wars instead for watching it for once? Cross an Abyssal piece more time skin. Yeah. But, like, I would rather play Wind Waker, in all honesty. Now that I remember, my answer to this since 2017 is that due to the lack of guidance, the experience absolutely depends on how you play. It's entirely possible it's that. Assumes you challenge stuff up to your capabilities. I love that, but it clashes totally with your most approach to Zelda game. For that expectation. I mean, I guess it's like if you've played a series since you were a kid, and they've almost all been the 3D Zeldas, then you expect what that formula is. And some people didn't like that formula, or they got tired of it. I never really did, because mind you, that was only a few games. That was, what, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword. That's not that many games. That's a few games, sure, but they were, you know, spread out over several years. So like, I could see if they were being cranked out like Pokemon games, I could see how that'd be tedious. But like, you know, I played Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Well, I played like the 4 older ones, you know, when I was a kid. And then when I was around like a teenager, I played Skyward Sword when it came out. And, I mean, mind you, Ocarina of Time came out probably before I was born. For reference. It's under Majora's Mask, I think. So really, there was only like, what, 3 or 4 games that came out between, when I was actually born and, like, my teen years. There are like 3D Zelda, so I don't know, like, it just, I mean, that's what I grew up with, and I liked what I grew up with. Despite being younger, my Star Wars Zelda was emulating the oldest ones, despite the yeah, it's possible. It's possible that it is more similar, to the older games. And, yeah, I'm not too wild about some of the older games. I've started to grow some attachment to the 2D ones. Alright, see you, Rizu. Like, I do like, like I said, I like Link Between Worlds. Link's Awakening is pretty alright, I would say. Majora's Mask was taken over by Koizumi, now the Mario guy. He's also a big player on the development of Link in the past. You could just map it to a controller, what do you mean? I'm not sure. Oh, the controls of Metroid? Well, the problem is I just don't really have the interest in Metroid, so I probably wouldn't even play it. Let's see here. But yeah, I mean, I think the 2D Zeldas are just not as much my thing. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying they're not my thing at all. There are some 2D Zeldas that I do enjoy, but I think the ones that most appeal to me are the 3D ones. I want the next Zelda game to be something more like Skyward Sword. If we can get a Skyward Sword 2-esque game, I would love that. That'd be my new favorite Zelda game, I think. That'd be like a finally return to the good old days. Not the Oracle games. I actually haven't played those. Probably the closest I played to that is a bit of Minish Cap, but I've never even beaten Minish Cap. You know, maybe one of these days I could do a Minish Cap series, maybe. I don't recall it being that hard. Although I got stuck. I never actually... It is the only Zelda game I've never actually died in. I know I never beat it, but I never actually died in it. It's not that hard. But I've never actually cleared the game. It also says Link Between Worlds was a prelude to Breath of the Wild. Wasn't it really, though? I mean, if anything, it just felt mostly like... it felt mostly like Link to the Past. But just with the issues I had with Link to the Past are resolved. I mean, I guess, like, the borrowing items thing, maybe, but, like, it's kind of a stretch in itself, I think. I don't know, I still feel like Breath of the Wild was a pretty far leap away from whatever they were messing with on the 3DS. So, I don't know. I guess in my personal opinion, it just doesn't really feel like that. I guess they're so old, not the old man kind. Huh? So we're the bad kind of old, huh? We're the old, the bad kind of old. Huh? You were playing Pokemon, or not Pokemon. You're playing Fire Emblem Conquest when you're 11. Dang, it came out when I was like 16. I have little kids playing Fire Emblem Fates Conquest. I can't imagine that because I was nearly an adult when it came out. Then again, I guess my brother can't really imagine, you know, kids playing Twilight Princess or something. Those are old, but not the hot guy. Yeah, pretty much. Well, thanks, Panda. You're old, but not in a hot way. Yeah. Rude, indeed. It's with the world designer attempting greater non-linearity, but within the mold of... Personally, I'm relieved Panda doesn't find me attractive. Well, I mean, Gerudo King, I can't say I'm necessarily surprised that the woman is unappealed by me. I mean, I'm kind of used to that, but I've been called worse with the ugly kind. Plus, taking Odin was really fun. Someone tells me you aren't old anyway. He's probably the next youngest after Panda, to be honest. For what I understand, he is. We should stream Nintendo's. No, that's a meme game. That is a meme game. That I probably won't have any interest in, sadly. I'm afraid so. I just realized the closest people to my age in chat are probably either Rezus, as he's 1 year older than me, or probably just a few months older than me, or Maki, who is, no, not Maki, Proctor, who's 1 year younger than me. So I got one person that's a year younger than me and one that's 1 year older than me. Remember when Fate's Nos was called bad? I do remember when people thought Odin was garbage, but he still is pretty garbage in Rev. I do not think we can defend Odin in Rev. I have not heard anyone actually be able to defend Odin in Rev. There's nothing... how old am I? I'm 25. I am 25. The oldest one here at 57. Yeah, I'm sure you are. The Quasimodo, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. How is that for a train? That is, yeah, that's pretty harsh. That is pretty harsh. That is pretty harsh. Not gonna lie. As old as the Game Boy Advance? I don't know how old it is. So you were 35 literally last week. He just ages very quickly. Master Ninja Odin. In Rev? Are you saying Master Ninja Odin in Rev? I have no idea what Master Ninja Odin would be like. I mean, I guess it'd be better than nothing, I suppose. Probably better than Sorcerer Odin. Just, I never imagined Master Ninja Odin. Pelt counts in dog years? Yeah, he does. I'm 79. Wow, he aged a lot in that last minute. 79, stop pulling the older one. Imagine if I actually had a 7 or 9-year-old in my chat, that'd be kind of funny. Can Game Boy Advance drink alcohol legally? Wasn't it from 2003 or something? Wasn't the Game Boy Advance from like 2003? I don't remember exactly. So between Mario, Sunshine, Wind Waker, and some other crap. Yeah, some other crap. To be honest, I would like to stream a game that I've actually played before, in most cases. Like, actually beaten. Which is why Mario Sunshine probably off the table for now, but maybe in the future I might. Because I at least enjoy Mario Sunshine from what I played of it. I at least enjoy it. I think it's fun. I just haven't beaten it. I'm Wind Waker's biggest hater, so it better have speed mods. I mean, Wind Waker is not that slow of a game. Like, I mean, it'll be over before you know it. It'll be over in like 2 weeks. Don't forget my 7th birthday party is in 2 weeks. Oh yeah, your 7th birthday, yeah. Oh yeah, the one that I had the invitation to. That's amazing. Released in 2001. Okay, I guess it's a little bit older than I thought. Alois is neat. That's what you say anytime you find a guy attractive. Anytime you want to bang a guy, you always say that they're neat. That's always what you say. You're still invited. Thanks. Appreciate it. Let's see here. You were told that by your best friend? Wow, that's even... Well, it might not be as harsh since it's like your best friend would probably joke about stuff like that. Shame he has a wife. Yeah, we gotta keep these old men away from you because you're gonna mess up their marriages. Alois is married and has children, yeah, exactly. The blind boy is aware of Panda's fondness for the I'm old crowd. Oh, I asked her about that earlier in this stream. She said, he's aware, at least from her wording, it sounds like he's aware. I mean, if I was in his position, I would not feel very secure. I'd be like, the second she sees an old guy in her life, she's gonna ditch me. I mean, maybe it's just me, but like, I would not feel very secure if my woman was like that. Not just with old people, but just like any group. I'd be like, I don't know. I think the second you have a chance, I think you're gonna ditch me. Oh, your best friend's sister said that. Oh, okay. That's a lot worse. I was gonna say, it's like, if a good friend of yours, he is, I'm already mentally ill. I don't think that's a good cover, though. I don't think, it's okay, I'm actually just mentally ill. It means, I don't know if that instills much confidence. I don't think anyone's ever called me ugly, probably because I'm ruggedly handsome. Right, because I'm not, like, no offense, Panda, but I mean, like, you made it sound like you were, you know, nothing was ever like, no one was ever going to be interested in you, and then just kind of flipped over one night. So, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Since my 18, I've been called handsome frequently. I don't think anyone will actually know. I don't think I've ever been called handsome as an adult. But some Chinese women online have said that I'm cute for some reason. I don't know why. I have no idea. Well, they have. Figuratively sees people change. I don't know if you've changed that much, though, Panda. I mean, I know we haven't admittedly known you that long. We've only known you for a few months, but I don't think much has changed about you except the fact that you now have a blind boy. The CCP is sending its spy to you? Yeah, I should have known. Should have known. Should have known, Camaro. The CCP must be really desperate. They're trying to get me, of all people, on their side. I mean, like, imagine trying to get someone on your side, and it's just some nobody. Some nobody 25-year-old. But China's greatest bachelor, yeah. That's true. I'm gonna go pin that, actually. I'm gonna go pin that. Apparently. It's Chinese feds. Yes. Also, I like how you said it's sending its spy to you. Like, this is just one. They only have one spy. The entire country of, what, 1 billion has only one spy. Yeah. They're sending one spy after me. They're just very determined. Just very determined. Watched the stream and thought, this Osama bin Laden posting was unironic. It was! It was! You have nobody 25-year-old on your side by using some Chinese girls. Not like a plot of an anime of some sort. I'm surprised it doesn't exist already. I get called handsome frequently, mostly by myself. It still happens. Alright, see ya, Garden. Meant spies, yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm sure you, like, I'm sure you did, but I just thought it was funny. Like, just one. Sadly, no memes this stream. I don't think there is. I don't think so. Fairly sure, yeah, no, there's no memes this stream. No memes today, unfortunately. No memes. Chimera would be sad because on FE6, I haven't had any deaths since like chapter 5. So, he must be pretty mad. Pretty sure there's at least 20 mangas about that. Isn't that just what isekai is? Isn't that just what most isekais are? Some 25-year-old nobody, or probably a little bit younger, but just kind of gets women, you know, all of a sudden. He asked why he invited me to his house after talking for the first time. So he said, I just like strange people. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Should have said he likes odd people. Would have been on brand. Last kill Harden had an FE6 with him. That's true too. There was Kath. So technically, yeah, almost every single one. Yeah, I mean that's just kind of what isekais are, right? I mean, to be fair, Guru King, I can actually believe it because there are strange women out there. I mean, there's women that like watching my channel for some reason. But there's also strange men out there. But nobody paid for a death in FE6. Though I do suspect that might change soon. Yeah. I feel like Chimera would be like the biggest killer if he just actually paid. If he actually had money. If he was in South America and actually had money. Every isekai ever. I, 21-year-old meat, has been transported to another world with a microwave oven. I've obtained a harem of lollies, yeah. Sounds about right. A boy's being targeted by 4 female spies. I've heard about that, like, make no mistake, but it's like, I don't see what I would have to offer. Like, I feel like that'd make more sense if it was like some guy who's like in the military or something. I'm not in the military. I work as a cashier for a failing company. Like, who the heck wants to spy on this guy? Like, it doesn't, like, what are you gonna get out of me? Average isekai. But it's weird because, like, some of them will legitimately remember me. Like, a year later, I'll have no idea who they are. And I'm like, yeah, remember me? I was that one person from that one app. I'm like, oh, you were? Wow. No other woman would ever remember. Most likely the blind guy realized only weird people get genuinely interested in him. Many virtues are weird to the majority. Chimera, that sounds oddly familiar. Only weird people get genuinely interested in him. That sounds a little suspicious. Sounds a little suspiciously familiar. Lollies and 16-year-olds with the most voluptuous bodies known to man. That's oddly descriptive, Chimera. Yeah, that is. You're going the sus radar, Chimera. That is very sus of you. The guy who's bashing on me for making Sakura a berserker. Let it be remembered that Chimera said 16-year-olds with voluptuous bodies. Yeah, okay. Alright, Chimera. Alright. Alright. Here's a dumb question before I go. Favorite gaming genre? Probably strat. Probably strategy, to be honest. I also say that to shut down normies. Oh, do you play games like Fortnite or League of Legends? No, I play strategy games. Oh. Shuts them up pretty easily. because it's like, oh no, he's not a normie like us. He actually plays obscure games. I was 12 when I watched that type of anime. Sure you were. 12, but with the numbers reversed. Yeah, okay. Don't worry, the quote is safe with me. Good. Also, I was younger than them when I watched that. Alright. Okay then. Yeah, and I was younger than Lysithea when I S-ranked her in 3 houses. So can't hold that one against me either. I don't know, is that an FPS game? It's probably what some people would think. Well, now it's no wonder as to why Chimera is as weird as he is. No, I don't think it's from that. I think of obscure strategy games. I'm playing to play Langrisser. I've played a little bit of that. Skill issue. I speed ran my path as a weeb. I was not being a weeb a skill issue. It was cold to most people. Alright then. I'm sure my favorite genre is. Play an equal amount of variety. See, I have... Yeah, Lysithea groomed me, guys. I got groomed by Lysithea. Yes. The girl that was 1 year older than me groomed me. I was like 20 when I played 3 houses. And Lysithea is like 21 at the end of 3 houses, so yeah, I got groomed by Lysithea. May not be strictly from the anime, but Garden will have an impact on Kamaru. Not a good way. He's older than Cyril. That is true, I think. Yeah, I think she is slightly older. I remember that support. I remember that support, even though I've never actually gotten it. Because I've seen it on YouTube before. Because I refuse to use Cyril. Nah, Camille, I think you're just coping at this point. I think you're just trying to cover your embarrassing past. I mean, we all have embarrassing pasts, but, like, come on, Camille. Come on, Camille. Well, that is pretty harsh. Telling a pregnant woman that he hoped she got a miscarriage? I mean... Yeah, that's pretty harsh. Only still support I remember about, besides the Bappy one, is I can't remember what she is. A drunk screw-up? You know what? I just gained a little bit of respect for Cyril right there. That's actually pretty base, not gonna lie. Average panda moment, yeah. You know, now I get why she was with the blind boy, because, well, they're both pretty unhinged. I get it now. It actually makes sense. For the longest time, I was like, I don't get it, but now I get it. Now I get it. Okay, this is the real panda for sure, yeah. This is definitely the panda. There's no denying it. Cyril is not based. Like, 99% of the time he's not based, but 1% of the time he is. Come here, you only say that because he sims for Rhea. You know, come here, if Cyril was the Elmiran that was actually not an absolute freaking race traitor, you'd be calling him a bunch of slurs, like, anytime he's mentioned. Unhinged is known for, well, yeah, you kind of are synonymous with Unhinged. So yeah, Inkling, many people have experienced it. Yeah, that is really hard that Panda's child would grow up and definitely be. Yeah, I'm actually kind of concerned now that she wants to be a mother. I'm actually a little concerned. I have to say, I'm a little bit concerned for those future children. Will we be mentally okay? I kind of doubt that. I do kind of doubt that. That's maturity will affect her for the better. I hope to God that a child's father is very up to the task. I mean, this woman can't even control herself sometimes. How's she gonna control a child? So is base for siding with the church over the Brad Barbarian Woods. Well, you only say because he is. Because he's a freaking traitor. It's a pretty non-existent comeback, you do realize, clearly. Calling him boy doesn't really it's not really, I don't see what the point of that is. And if you want to have children, you'll have to eat more meals. That is true. You have to eat more than once a week. Otherwise, that child is gonna die. Like, genuinely. And, you cannot... I don't even know if your body could support... I don't know how you look, but I imagine, like, the most, like, petite, skinny woman in existence. Like almost skeletal skinny. Because of how little you eat. And yeah, you have to eat for the kid. Bare minimum 3 meals a day. Yeah, and genuinely, if you were too small, I think you just it's actually just dangerous to have a child. I don't really care if it was a nice comeback. He was arrogant. I don't know. Was he really wrong, though? Was he really wrong? Eat more food that wastes my lifespan? Well, even if it's not for you, how about for your future child? I mean, that child needs nutrients. You do realize that, right? You just never feel hungry or something? Like, I don't understand how do people eat like once a week? I don't understand. As much as I hate to agree, Belt, you might be slightly right. You might be slightly right. And I hate to admit it, but you might be slightly right with that comment. What's your body need that much? I never felt hunger in life. What does it feel like? Okay, that's gotta be a lie. There's no way you've never felt hungry ever. There's no way you've never felt hungry. I do not believe that. I do not believe anyone who is an adult has never felt hungry before. I don't believe that. Yeah, see, I do not believe that. You've at least at one point in your life actually felt hungry. Especially if you only eat like once a week. There's no way your stomach has ever... There's no way your stomach has never rumbled. Or anything like that. There's no way. You're not telling me your stomach has never rumbled at all. You never felt like, wow, I could actually... This food I could actually eat. And I would actually feel better if I did. Intrinsic to being a human. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I actually kind of wonder if Panda is... She has like some sort of defect where she doesn't actually feel the hunger. I wonder if there's such a thing like that where you can't actually really tell you're hungry. I wonder if there's such a thing. Like, maybe she actually is hungry, but doesn't realize it. I have so many things to do on this earth, like ROM hacks. But don't you at all feel hungry? No day should go by without feeling some degree of hunger, at the absolute least. I mean, there have been days that I haven't really felt hungry, but the thing is, though, I eat every day. I eat every day. I'm a guy that structures my day around meals. So, I always eat. Unless I'm just, like, extremely sick to the point that I'm just, like, vomiting like crazy or something. Which almost never happens. Because some people just forget to eat. But since I structure my day around meals, I always eat. Yeah, the belt's got a good point. You have so many things to do on this earth, and to continue doing those things, you need to eat, yeah. How do you give yourself energy to go on through the day? Maybe that's why she sleeps for like 50 hours or whatever, or however long she sleeps, and does nothing because she doesn't have the energy to do it. My body feels fine right now. I haven't eaten in like 4 days now. I genuinely wonder if there's like some sort of defect or something like that, where you don't feel hungry despite needing to eat. Because there's no way. There's no way I believe someone. There's no way I believe someone saying they haven't eaten in 4 days and they don't feel hungry at all. Enter the kitchen and eat up bread. So true. I actually kind of wonder if part of the reason why she's so off mentally is because she doesn't get like enough nutrients or something. After a time of not eating, the hunger goes away. Not permanently, but it goes away. Just to an extent, I suppose. I mean, it is biologically possible, Gerudo King. A human can live for like a month without food, but I find it hard to believe that she just does not eat for several days in a row. That's just like nothing, no, not even like a snack or anything. I mean, like you mentioned, what, like last week you were eating chocolate or something that was making you drunk or something like that? Like, I mean, your parents never make you eat meals or something like that? Like, they never, like, you just never grew up, you drink water, like, every day. Well, I mean, okay, fair enough, but, I mean, like, fair enough, but that's not food. That's just water. I could probably stand to eat more. My frame is also small for a grown man. I'm sure Panda must be, like, minuscule, to be honest. She must have a very small frame. Because if she's genuinely just not eating for several days in a row, she cannot be. She just cannot be that big at all. Yeah, I mean, everyone has to drink water, yeah. Everyone does. Is a manual neurotic. Her body and neuronal pathways are adapted to an unstable, dysfunctional environment. I genuinely think maybe like it's like she just does not feel like she physically just does not feel hungry. I think that might be it. It's very. I think there's a possibility she might just genuinely just not feel it, despite her body actually needing it. Like, her brain might be sending signals, or be trying to send, or something's trying to send her signals, but it's not registering as hunger, or at least the hunger is not registering as, oh, I need to eat. Because, I mean, that doesn't make much sense. I mean, the one thing I can relate on is the fact that I almost never feel thirsty. I almost never do. It does happen, but it's pretty rare. There's very rarely a time where I feel like I need to drink something. Now, yeah, I do try to drink water throughout the day, but I don't usually feel thirsty, if that makes sense. There's occasions, like after eating like pizza or something like that, that I feel like, okay, I'm thirsty. But to say you don't ever feel hungry, ever, not once in your life felt hunger, yeah, I don't know if I believe that. Unless it's just generally like some sort of defect, or you just cannot detect hunger. I could believe it, though, because there is, like, pain is, to feel like physical pain, like you put your hand on like a stove burner, it's, you know, boiling, you feel the pain, which is a warning to get your hand away, so you don't burn your hand off. So there's definitely signals in your brain in a functional, like in a normal human, that, oh, I need to not do that because that's going to hurt. But if someone didn't have those sensors or whatever, then they could just put their hand there and it could just be burning off and they wouldn't know it. So I don't see why the same thing couldn't apply to hunger or something like that, where a person just doesn't feel hungry despite needing it. Like, I do think Panda probably is deprived of nutrients or something like that, or at least of enough nutrients, and she just doesn't realize it. She generally just doesn't think she needs it. Haven't we had the episode of you lacking energy to even eat? I feel like she doesn't have a lot of energy. You want to turn the stream into half FE6 stream, or just something after chatting? It's just chatting. I don't think I have enough time to do chapter 13 anyway. They're still bickering, I guess. Sometimes I get paralysis from not knowing what to do for the day, so I lie in bed for 7 hours. I mean, yeah, I do sometimes think, wow, I don't know what I want to do today, but I don't lie in bed for 7 hours doing nothing. I don't know, I start watching videos or something like that if I don't know what to do, or I don't know, I start playing a game or something. I do something. You know, I don't just lay there doing nothing not for 7 hours. Maybe I'll lay down for like 20 or 30 minutes. But so she was made to eat pills. Most likely she coped by ignoring any hunger and losing the signal of that pain. You know, Camaro might actually be right. Camaro might be right. Can we at least do something rather than just talking? I mean, not really. But also, you have to remember, Panda is only here. She's not like in the server or anything like that. So, while I'm sure this would actually make the server very active, I don't think she'll ever be in the Discord. And it's not like I have anything else to do right now anyway. I mean, if you don't really want to be part of that, you can just leave, because there's not really anything else I'm going to be doing. But I'm willing to believe Camaro on this because what he's saying does make sense. I could believe it. So it was an extended Q&A. A very, very extended one, I suppose. Like I said, if you don't want to watch this, and that doesn't just apply to you, but it's like anyone who's currently lurking or something like that, if you don't want to see this, if you wanted to see gameplay, it's over. We're just going to be doing this sort of chat thing. When are we going to make the 12-hour Yoshida retrospective? Well, I'm not going to make a video on it, but we can go watch it in the Discord VC. So not forgetting about it after streams, since I usually just have other stuff to do. I thought doing nothing for hours in bed was normal. You're not being sarcastic, are you? No, it's not normal. It's not. But yeah, it does make me wonder if. But then wait, if you never feel hungry, then why do you eat at all? Well, I mean, I guess you'd die if you didn't, but what makes you actually want to eat at all? It's normal. It's called sleep. Yeah, it's sleep, but you're not awake at the time. Do the normal humans know taking a break is? Yeah, they do. It's just not what you define as taking a break. And that's another thing I'm concerned about, is that if you do have a kid, you're not going to be able to just lay in bed for 7 hours doing nothing. Especially when that kid is still like below 5 years old. That kid is going to be getting into all sorts of trouble. He's going to be crying. He's going to be wanting milk. He's going to be, he's going to be causing all sorts of trouble. Which is why I'm actually very concerned about that, because I don't really. If you're thinking these things are normal, I'm concerned that you're gonna make that kid like that. Must be kept active. Yeah. Should be in bed for that long, is sleeping or resting from illness or injury. It depends on the why to guess anything. Shifts to nurture the fetus well. Uneven eating is a no-go. How can a blind man take care of such a pregnant woman? Yeah, exactly. I feel like this is just. My concern is that Panda has made herself physically incapable of providing milk for the kid. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But yeah, I'm really good. I would say I would be very concerned, because this just does not sound like a good situation. The kid is going to, the presumable kid, I'm 18, I just don't want to rush things right now. Well, yeah, I mean, that's probably a good idea. But what I'm saying is that some things would have to change fundamentally, I think, for that to be a good idea. I mean, because I'm just saying that. I wouldn't say 18 is late to have a kid. I wouldn't say that. I would not try to push her into it. Like, I get what you're saying, but you have to remember this is Panda. Explains a lot about medieval history. I'd say for most of history, it's been about 16. Maybe younger, honestly. But that's not really the point here. The point is, like she said, she's not ready. And they agree. She's not. From the evil ages of my books? Maybe. Maybe I am. She and most use aren't pretty. Socioeconomic system has devalued life and our abilities to grow. I mean, but I would say she's a bit of a special case. Like, she's lying in bed for 7 hours and thinks it's normal. Like I said, I don't think she has the energy or the drive to raise a kid in her current state. I'm not even sure if physically she can raise one. Like, I'm genuinely not sure. And I'm not sure, like you brought up the point of her supposed husband that is a blind guy. I'm not sure how that mix is going to raise a healthy kid. What I want to do before a mentally ill self wants to be settled down. Like make hacks? Like make hacks? I mean, if you have the right situation to pull it off, then sure, but like Kamara says, a lot of us don't have that. There should be a mother, and honestly, the whole environment should have to be organized for us to help her. Yeah, I think you might be right on that one. The genuine lack of a will to live is not something that a mother should have. Because it's one thing for one person to not have, for one person to have. What did I join to? A chat. Panda, we're kind of saying is she barely ever eats, but if she wants to have a kid, which she's saying she does, she would have to eat. She eats like once every week or so. And we're saying, look, if you want to have a kid, you're gonna have to eat. You're gonna actually have to eat multiple times a day. Simply live out of spite from seeing the horrors of the world. I don't know if that's gonna win out with raising a kid, though. The wages of medieval serfs were higher than the median modern wages outside the U.S. The whole society makes having kids at a healthy age an impossibility. One offhand joke about her needing to eat more healthy, eat more healthy children. No, eat more to bear healthy children. Spawn this discussion. Yeah. She's 18, so it's not like she needs to think about this sort of stuff right now. I'll probably get better. But Moss, she's never really ate that well. And she's okay, hear me out, Mosley. She said she's never felt hungry in her entire life. Not once. She's said she's never once felt hungry. And she just feels that eating is just kind of a nuisance. Never like something that actually benefits her. Yeah, she's saying it not like as an exaggeration. It's just completely normal to her. Talk? Maybe, but it's all kind of related. Wait, he didn't post pregnant man, he posted pregnant woman. Oh. Oh, I get it. Blind man, pregnant woman. Okay. I get it now. I get it. I get it. I didn't get it at first. It's like, what? Are you sure that's actually Bella? Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, he's not posting pregnant man for once? Okay, he's back to posting pregnant man, therefore. I like how there's one random black one for them. No matter what you said, I don't think she'll listen. I ain't gonna act like some things she's doing isn't healthy, but I will say hopefully she can improve. I mean, yeah, we all hope she can improve on it. I'm not saying I don't want her to improve, but I'm saying it is concerning. I mean, like, I'm worried about this kid. I know she's not pregnant, but I'm saying this kid, whenever he is conceived, I am concerned about the kid because unless things improve drastically, it's very worrying. I mean, she's 18, but consider the fact that she's not like It sounds like she's been like this most her entire life. Yeah, she can change, I agree. But I'm concerned. Is she gonna have a kid anytime soon? Well, no, but if she's been like this her entire life, then she's probably not gonna change that much. Is what I'm saying. Your kid will live. I mean, he might live, but do you want him to live as someone with a mother that's not really doing much to help him? I mean, even parents that are usually actually ready usually find parenthood to be difficult. And it's often said that no parent is really ready for parenthood, to be honest. Yeah, Belt's right. Like, just keeping the kid alive, just feeding him food doesn't... It's not gonna be enough. Just feeding him and making sure he has basic needs met doesn't mean, like, it's not the goal. The goal is to make the kid the best he can be. And to do the best you can to provide for him. That's true, it does leave room for her to improve, but like I'm saying, if she's been like this her entire life, then it's something to be concerned about. If it's just a phase, or something like that, I'd be like, oh, okay, well, you know, give it like 5 years and she might be in the right place, but I don't know. I've lived a successful life and my children are better than all the other children. See, that's what you should do. You should try to make sure your kids have it better than other people's kids. Others must lose. Others must lose. You're gonna go kick them out. Pick random kids off the streets and help them. Make them think I'm their mom. I don't know if you took away the right thing there, honestly. I'm not sure if you're getting the right message here. I'm not sure that's what we're trying to... I don't really think a YouTube chat is going to be any help. How do you feel about Panda trauma dumping, asking for help and telling about her sexual escapades? I mean, I don't really need the latter. I don't need that last part. I don't. I don't need that from anyone. I didn't need that from Camaro. I didn't need that from Panda. I don't need that from anyone. I don't care who it is, I don't really want it. But, I mean... It's a tough question, honestly. You're still string. It's maternity talk, yeah, it is. Camara's kind of right, I'm 25. Alright, see ya, Rizu. But yeah, I mean, like, it feels like nothing's happened, and I'm 25 now. just like my... Okay. We didn't need to... We didn't need to bring that up. I've been having frequent of course. Yeah, that's Panda posting, alright. In this age of delayed childbearing, one must plan to reach the goal. Before it is too late. This is why my severe and hurried tone. Yeah, you are right. And to be honest, Kamaru, I would say that not a day goes by for me that I don't stress over it. But I at least can live in solace knowing that my paternal grandfather was like 50 when he had my dad, so at least as a guy I do have somewhat of a window. If I were a woman, I wouldn't. Almost over. You still discussing about the next plan? No. We're talking about Panda. We're talking about Panda. If it's meant to be. I'm not sure if it's meant to be at this point. Well, I mean, she's in chat right now. One should not squander opportunities. If given, I suppose. Or an atheist talk with the world. Good effort to hand to you. I've never heard anyone say that, actually. I guess maybe I don't talk to any atheists, I don't know. Arranged marriages run in the family. Well, on my dad's side. On my dad's side they have. Is Claude. Yeah, only Claude can do that. Only Claude can do that, because he says it in a funny way. Only Claude can get away with it, because he says it in a funny way. Yeah, Kamaru, but I'm not really sure what I'm actually giving them. Of the trauma dumping? That's kind of hard to answer, to be honest. I mean, maybe there is too much of it. Maybe. Maybe I'm just used to it, I don't know, but it might be a little too much, I could see. when I just talk. I wouldn't say it's. I mean, there's times you talk and there's no trauma dumping. Dealing with trauma dumps is my job. So you're a therapist or something? Sounds like something a therapist would say. Yeah, what Moss said. I mean, there's plenty of times you talk and it's not trauma dumping. Plenty of times it's not. But I feel like, especially in the past, you used to do it a lot more. But you still do it to some extent. Your girl is the one that refuses to do so. She doesn't like dealing with trauma dumps. So you're the therapist of the two, I guess. I feel like I'd be the opposite, Camille. I need a woman that wants to listen, to be honest. I guess it's just the difference. It's just a difference. I think the problem is that I'm too used to being the youngest. Because I was so much younger than the rest of my family, I was always used to other people listening to me rather than listening to them. Bappy much? Yes, bappy much. Doesn't trauma dump it you? It's not something I would wish on most people. But some people you would wish it upon? That's kind of strange. Why would you wish it upon some people? My cousin was born, I was the youngest and I had to listen to them. Well, I mean, you had to listen to them, but I mean, like, you don't really have to solve their problems, so to speak, if that makes sense. I know I'm not the youngest one in my family anymore, like my extended family, but in my immediate family I am. And I always will be, until another generation is born, I suppose. Or until everyone besides me dies. Until my cousins were born, I was the youngest. And I lived it. Like that teacher, dang. You guys really hate, you and your boyfriend really hate that teacher, dang. I'm a very good listener to people. Maybe I'm just not used to it. Maybe I'm just not used to it. I don't know. Perhaps. Of your family, no new gen on the horizon. I'm not really thinking of that, but it is on my back to make the family survive. I mean, there technically already is on my dad's side, since that's just, we just have a really big family, so even if I just died right now, there would be a new generation, just not in my immediate family. Everyone you love will die before you is not the worst way. It sounds pretty bad, to be honest. sounds pretty bad. I mean, because then no one you know is still around. There's no familiarity. It sounds like a pretty bad fate. Maybe it's not the worst one. Well, it might be. It might be. But it does sound like a pretty bad one. Are dead. I still think that's really weird how they all end up dead. Or at least most of them. That's really weird. That's really, really weird. No one you care about is still alive. That definitely sounds like one of the worst things. Yeah, it kind of does. Like, imagine, imagine like everyone in your family that you like dead. All your friends dead. If you have a significant other, they're dead too. Like, they're all dead. There's no one alive that you feel close to. Consider that. Anyone you would consider close to you, consider someone you could talk to, someone you could joke about. They're all dead. They're all gone. Everyone you interact with, you don't really know that well. You don't really know. Consider that. Sounds pretty bad to me. It's my worst nightmare. I mean, I think as a kid, I generally did have nightmares that of like what it'd be like to be, you know, I'm the youngest one in the family, so I have the sort of fear of I'm the last one who's going to be remaining, you know. It's been chill recently. I'm just hoping nothing gets too out of hand. I like speaking to Panda. Well, considering the fact that Panda didn't leave after, you know, what I thought she would leave from, I think she's here to stay. Or she just didn't hear what I said, I'm not sure. But in any sense, I don't think that she's gonna leave us. I mean, I didn't meet my paternal grandparents. I only met one grandparent of mine. My maternal grandmother. And she's no longer around. So, I'm entirely grandparentless. Barely by adulthood, I had no grandparents left. Great, I weep like a baby. You know, that's one of the weirdest things. When my maternal grandmother died, I actually couldn't cry. I don't know why. Like, I genuinely couldn't. It was really weird. Like, at all. I genuinely just couldn't. I don't know why. I couldn't. It's not even that I had any sort of dislike for her, right? You know, I mean, she treated me like any grandmother would treat her grandkids. So like, I don't know why I couldn't, but I just couldn't. From 2020 this thing. Wait, he almost died from that? Dang. Something similar happened to me. But I will say the sadness hit actually a lot harder whenever I lost my cat. It hit me really hard. I happened to be watching a video, like literally the night of the day that I had to put her down. There was a video about, it was like a cat and the newborn kittens, and one of those little kittens had the exact name that my cat did. And for some reason I just lost it then. I guess recency and also the fact that it's literally the exact same name as my cat. I just lost it then. Saddest I probably ever felt in my life. I like in that moment, I was like, this must be how a parent feels. Like if like in the case of a parent losing their kid, this must be what it feels like. I know it sounds dramatic to say for like a pet or something, but it's like because I picked her out as a kitten. That was the kitten that clawed me in the chest when I picked her up. Like that was. Like I said, it felt like I would imagine what a parent feels if their kid dies, and they live to see it. Like that's what it felt like. I was like, I suddenly get what a parent feels like when they outlive a kid. And now it's just air to me. My cats are getting older, and one is diabetic. It hurts. I think about it too much. Whenever a death in the family happens in my family, it hits hard for everyone there. We just had it happen twice in the later half of last year. Dang, that's rough. Pets, for some reason, is far more emotional than when you lose a distant. I mean, for a distant relative, it's like you're like, I barely knew that person. You know, like you lose like some distant cousin. You're just like, okay, I mean, like it's kind of sad. I knew them. I talked to them once. Still breathing that exhaust? Yeah, I am. But what I was saying is that when they're like a distant relative, you've at most just spoken with them like once, so it doesn't really hit you that hard. But with the pet, you have them for years. What a time to join. Yeah, Maki, well, it's been a pretty heavy chat, but also, I've said that I just don't really want to continue this game, in all honesty. I'm not enjoying it. I do feel bad for those who wanted to watch me play the game all the way through. I just am not enjoying it. And so, like, the last 2.5 hours, we've just been talking about random stuff. An old bro would die just like the rest. I'm glad that was not the case. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a good thing that for once the curse didn't affect you there. But had it for 12 years. I had my cat for 13. We're talking about. We're actually just happen to be talking about losing relatives and pets and stuff like that. So yeah, you joined at a fairly strange time. Oh, and Panda's back under a different account. But yeah, so Panda is alive and she didn't leave us. I suppose that is one thing to be happy about. We ended this with 540 push-ups in total. Thoughts on child rearing? That's so random. Barely joins chat. Thoughts on child rearing? Maybe a little. Well, maybe a little bit much at the moment. I mean, that's partly just belt being the belt, but also, I guess something we were talking about earlier. It doesn't really matter. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Death means nothing to me. When my time comes, I will rejoice. And I guess there, to an extent, it's sort of like when it's time, I guess. I don't know. I wanted a woman's opinion. I mean, we heard Panda's opinion, but then again, I guess you might want a second opinion. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That's really unfortunate timing. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, that's. Were you close with that relative, or was it like a more distant relative? It's all good. It's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I had no idea that was gonna just coincide with conversation. I didn't think that was like, yeah, that was completely. Yeah, it just kind of, we've just been talking about things for like the last 2.5 hours because I kind of ended gameplay at like 8:30 or something like that. Well, in my time zone. I'm not sure. You might actually be in the same time zone as me. Since you say that you're in the Midwest, so you may very well actually be in the same time zone as me. Bad time for this chat to happen now. Yeah. Indiana has 3 different time zones. How does Indiana have 3 different time zones? I can maybe see like 2, but 3? How does that even work? Indiana's not even that large of a state. It's just a square, like it's not even that big. Right? It's just one of those square states. I mean, Texas has... I know it has at least 2, it might have 3. Although most of the state is in one time zone, I think. And then El Paso is in its own time zone. So yeah, I apologize if you're trying to get your mind off of that and then just join chat and it's just the same with that. Because that's kind of rough. I will go beat FE6 hard mode now. Well, it was nice. It was nice seeing you again. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow, where I play FE6 hard mode. More than just a square. It's a square and a triangle. Oh dang. Yeah, that's really impressive. I'm doing check because I have a chance to talk. I don't mind if this is the topic. You don't have a chance to talk elsewhere? Or... But yeah, actually, I'm kind of curious to move on to maybe a less depressing topic. Do you actually... Because you said Nebraska, right? You're in Nebraska, I think you said? So that might be the same time zone as me. Let me actually go check. What time is it? Race tier list, yes. Nebraska. Time. It might just be yeah, okay. It says 10:14 p.m. So okay, you're also in Central Time Zone. Not that I don't talk elsewhere, but I feel comfy here. All right then. Oh, you go to so you're not actually like from the state, but you go to school. Okay. But I'm assuming you're there right now. Although you said you were at home, so actually maybe you are in. Okay, you're in CST. Okay. Bottom race is French. Okay, it does have 2 time zones. Okay. Yeah, because no one actually lives in Mountain Time. Imagine living in Mountain Time Zone. No one actually does that. Anonymity gives security? Maybe so. I guess it's true. You can speak your mind a bit more whenever people don't know. It's in South Dakota. Okay, so you just live like... I mean, are they right next to each other? I think they might be. So you're from that area of the country, like the far northern central part of the country. Because the Dakotas, I think, they get fairly cold. Challenging the French in his horse slayer, are we? Yeah. But yeah, it sounds like you're just from the same time zone, so I guess why you can show up for stream is because you're just in the same... Of the S Legion? EST Legion? Yeah, well, you're the worst Pegasus Knight, so... The border's Nebraska to the north, okay. Okay, I was like, aren't they kind of close? They're both pretty close to each other, I think. I just wasn't sure if they border each other, but I guess they do. That would make sense, I suppose. It's probably much colder up there than it is here. Hello, Crystal. Also, I'm not really actually playing in the game anymore. This is also probably the last Breath of the Wild stream I'm doing. I apologize, but just not really enjoying it. So, to those of you who are, well, I guess it's mostly just Maki and Crystal, but it's way cold. You could send that down here. I love the cold. I love the cold. What I was gonna say is that I'll probably be streaming, instead of this, I'll be streaming Wind Waker. It's gonna be, of course, a much shorter series, but I'm gonna be a lot more familiar with Wind Waker. I won't just be stuck dying like 10 times a stream. I mean, you could do the push-ups for a Wind Waker, but you'll probably never do it. Cold is good, but this cold hurts. Okay, so you are a cold enjoyer. You are a based cold enjoyer. But it's cold here in Michigan. See, all you people up north, it actually is cold over there. Not at all the game for you. Yeah, I think Kamara might be right. Yeah, so we've established what Kamara's saying. It's probably just not... The Breath of the Wild and Tears games are probably just not my games, to be honest. You love Wind Waker? Well, that's good to hear because I like it enough that I will actually play it and go all the way through it. I do feel bad for Bruce because he did pay for it. Maybe I'll come back to it when I'm, you know, maybe at a later point I might come back to it and finish it. Sort of like what I did with Octopath 2. But right now, I can't really do that. What? Phantom Hourglass? At some point after Wind Waker, I will do Phantom Hourglass. In Illinois, we're getting 6 inches of snow. See, in Texas, we don't get that snow. In fact, it was nearly 80, it was like 80 degrees It was 80 degrees. It was in the 80s just last week. I will take your freezing weather. I will take your snow. Please don't come back to it. You're from Gary, Indiana. You know, I've heard of that, even though I've never been near it. Don't come back to Rifthalon. You recognize being a break for it, it's just not yourself. I think it's just not my cup of tea, to be honest. As fun as this chat's been, I think I'll have to leave it off here. Tomorrow, we're gonna do more FE6 like usual. We're gonna do chapter 13. I'll see you guys then. And then maybe on Thursday, I will start Wind Waker. So I'll see you guys later.